Hi crafters, welcome back to my channel Choose Joy with Carmen, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing the card that I created for Craft Roulette episode number 177. The project had to be picture frame card, colors, summer vacation, element, game or games, and random check or checks. So let's go ahead and set this aside so that I can show you my card. Just going to put this here so that I can refer back to it. Okay, so the project picture frame card. So here's my card, and I consider the sentiment that I have matted with the black, that is what I'm considering my picture frame that's on my card. And then colors, summer vacation. So here's a picture of the palette that I decided to work from. And you can see that the colors, some of the colors that are in this palette are also in my card. So that's where I came up with the colors for summer vacation. And then element games, well, I pulled out this stamp set that I had that had all these game pieces in it. And so I thought I would work with the dice in this case. And then the random was check or checks. So I pulled out my gingham ribbon, which looks like a checkered background. So I decided to pull that out and put it on the card. Now here's the funny thing is I really wanted something that said roll, 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 and I didn't have that. So I ended up going into Canva and creating the background that had roll, roll, roll all over it. And then I just went ahead and brought that into a Word document and printed it out. And then I stamped my dice in the different colors right on top of that. But I didn't want the colors to be very dark because I still wanted to be able to see the rolls, you know, through them. So I ended up using sponge daubers dipped in the ink and then putting that on my stamp so that it wouldn't be so juicy. Because like I said, I'm having issues with everything humid, that it's really, really juicy and it just gets really bubbled up and stuff when I dip directly into the ink pad. So I decided to use sponge daubers there. And then I went ahead and just did some sponging around the sentiment. The sentiment is also created in Canva that I brought in and printed out because I didn't have that sentiment. And I just like it. It's your day. Roll with it. So I did some sponging around there, and I'm using the new dies that are coming out in the new catalog that I showed in one of my other videos. And they are the deckled circles that will be available starting in September through December in the new mini catalog. So I'm using them for my framed sentiment here. And then let's see, what else did I do on this card? Then on the inside, this is also the sentiment was created in Canva and brought in so that I could print it out. And it just says, hope your day is all fun and games. And I love the highlighting, so I always use my Stampin' Blends to highlight the words that I really want to focus on. And then I just took and stamped some more of those dice at the bottom here in the Tahitian Tide and the Bermuda Bay. I didn't put any of the polished pink on the inside of the card like I have on the front. So there, I think I covered all the parameters for this week. And then I stamped some of the dice here in the Tahitian Tide. And then I went ahead and fussy cut them out and then I popped them up on some uh, foam dots there so that they could stand up a little higher. So, and I also popped up the sentiment on the back here. And then here's the funny thing was then I went to go clean my stamp, and I always tell people, when you are using this stamp cleaner here, you know, when you put water on one side and it's dry on the other, it gets really wet. And so I always tell people, never clean your stamp near your card, because then that'll splatter all over your card. Well, I didn't listen to my own advice, and that's what happened here. So because it happened, you probably can barely see it because it happened toward the bottom. I then had to continually do that to get splatters of that dirty water all over my card, because it had done it in that one section, and I wanted it to make it look like I had done it on purpose. So I had to fix my mistake there. But it all turned out good. You could probably even barely notice it, and people will think that I did it on purpose. Okay, well, there is my card for this week. If you enjoyed it, you know what I would like. A thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. And thank you all for stopping by to see what I created, and hope you will have fun creating from this week's Craft Roulette parameters. And remember, until my next video, what do you need to do? Choose joy. And may God bless you all. Bye-bye.